so I decided to come back to my local fishery in search of that big carp. I'd arrived at roughly 8 AM and soon got my rods casted out. It's warm today. Let's cast this out. Right, so one of my boilie rod's casted sort of on that far margin, just sort of into the middle. Just there. Anyways, the pod's all set up. Just need to get the net out, I'm in the mat. I've even got my coat off, it's that warm. So I've got all my rods casted out. So we've got the mat, got the net, and we've got the alarms and pod and the rods. And then over here we have, it's a bit messy, but, and then we have the chair, we have a nice fire. So I've literally just had a liner on my right rod. Of all the places, these kids have come opposite us, and he's casted over my line, so I don't know where to cast. I want to cast it out into the middle. Unfortunately, I missed my first bite, but it's a good sign that there are fish in my swim. I've had like loads of liners. I had a little take, but it dropped it instantly. And then I had another one where it sort of sucked it up, I think, and then dropped it. But unfortunately, I haven't landed one yet. Let's hope that we can use that net. Chuck a bit more bait over my rod. Hopefully it's swim a bit. So I'm going to recast my feeder rod, make sure that I've still got my bait and everything. I've still got my bait. I'm just going to rebait this up. Alright, so I've had nothing, Ollie's had one. I've got my feeder like in front of there, and then I've got my ledger sort of in the middle. I then had an unexpected bite, but this fish fought really hard.
Massive, bro. That is massive.
Yeah, no, on my thing, I mean. That was about there. That's PB. Beautiful little fish. It was a beautiful fish, but this was only the start of the action. Alright, so my line's just screamed off. I picked it up and there was a big stick on it. So I don't know whether there was a fish on it at the time because my bait's gone. All the fish seem to be between peg 6 and peg 9. Alright guys, a big fish has just jumped over here. Literally just there. I'll be able to see the bubbles. Yep.
Might be like 6, 7.
Alright, so I've got another one. Get photos, please.
He's got a piece of corn on him.
Yet again, it was another very nice fish.
Oh, my phone storage is full.
Actually, get one.
Yeah, I got one there.
It's about there, yeah. Alright, let's get this on. Right, I'm releasing it now. There we go. Alright, so we've had 2 fish today. Well, I have. Ollie's had one, and there's a kid down there who's had one. And there's some fishermen up there. I think they've had 2 or 3 between them. But I think I've done the best on the pool today. But yeah, it's been a productive day. Had a liner. What rod was that? That was the right one. I've literally just casted that one out. The fish seem to have moved to the far margin now, because that's where I keep getting my liners from at the moment. This is the ground bait I've been using for my feeder. This is nice spicy ground bait. I'm using the tropical dumbbell wafters, and then I'm using a strawberry boilie on my lead. So I've noticed that the carp seem to be pushing that way. Them clouds do not look nice. Alright, so the left and right rods have been very active. I've had like probably 12 beeps now so far. 12 little liners. Always a good sign, isn't it, for liners? There's obviously a fish by it. Let's just hope we can get one in the next hour and 20 minutes maybe. I've got about 50 minutes left of the session. I'll probably have to start packing up in about half an hour. I'll leave my rods out last. But yeah, I might come down here tomorrow and fish the small pool, because there's loads of action in here. The only thing is no one's actually been catching today from the small pool. Or I could go down to the canal. Alright, so the sun is pushing through the clouds, luckily. So yeah, it's nice and sunny again. Them two, they're trying to net some rubbish that fell in. I'm kind of cooked, because I'm going to have to set the recording up, actually reel in the fish, and then land it, and then unhook it and whatever. Screamer. Enough. See ya. Cheers, thank you. Thank you. Knew that was going to happen. I'm slowly starting to pack away my stuff now. I'm going to reel in this rod first. So I'm just bit by bit packing this away. Well, I haven't caught another one, but I'm still dead chuffed that I had 3. 2 of them were decently sized. One of them was one of the relatively new stocks, which was stocked in about September, if I'm right. I'd say it's about £2. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go home now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.